So let's talk about the Ooni Koda 2 Max that's just been announced with a pre-release date of the 28th of May. I'm just going to get all the information up on screen from the Ooni website. I had a newsletter come through on Tuesday, the 16th of April to confirm that this product was going to be pre-ordered. I don't know where I read, but it might have been in a newsletter, a Ooni newsletter, but that they were going to launch 2 ovens this year. I don't know, I might have dreamt it, but certainly they've launched this one. So looking at it, I've got a picture of the Ooni Koda 2 Max, which looks like a newer and very much bigger version of the Koda 16 in the style and its shape, with the 3 legs that fold and the gas burner on the side. But there are a lot of differences to this oven. So let's go through what this oven will be before it's released. I'm just thinking off the top of my head what I'm liking, so I'm just going over what I see and what I like and what my thoughts are and how I think this compares to the Koda 16 in what that does as well. The shell structure looks very similar to the Koda 16, so all that format does look the same, but this oven is huge. I mean, it's got a 24-inch cooking stone. That is massive. There's a few things they've put in the newsletter that came out. I'll put some photos I got from that newsletter and also from Ooni's website. So all of these photographs in this video are from Ooni.com. Ooni have announced that it's their largest ever oven and it has dual cooking zones. And you can see on this picture here, there's 2 pizzas on either side. Don't know how big they are. I'll come on to that in a minute. It says that it's an oversized 24-inch cooking surface. 24 inches cooking surface. They go on to say it can take multiple personal sized pizza or a giant 20-inch pizza. So if you can take a giant 20-inch pizza, I'm assuming then that it can take about 2 9-inch pizzas, 1 20-inch pizza. So the dual zone cooking is about the fact that it can set the 2 cooking zones to different temperatures. For example, roast veggies and make pizza at the same time. So you can roast your veggies and you can make your pizza at the same time. And it's got 2 dual temperature gauges within the oven for the stone. So you'll be able to monitor the stone temperature of the left side and also monitor the stone temperature of the right side of the oven, which I think is amazing. Then that's all logged onto the front LCD screen and also onto their app. This is a picture of the digital thermometer hub and it shows the temperature of the stone, which is brilliant, and lots of buttons on the side there. Very visible, nice, clear, easy to read display that has a Bluetooth connection I can see in the image in the top left-hand corner. So it connects via Bluetooth from your app on your phone or computer maybe. So this shows here that the oven can get to 500 degrees Celsius. Good to know that it can get to those temperatures. So they've also announced that it's got Ooni G2 gas technology. Then they've got something new called Ooni Connect. I don't think I've heard of Ooni Connect before, but that's cook smarter, sync your oven to the Ooni app using our new smart cooking functionality, so it is new, for real-time cooking notifications and product tips. So that's pretty amazing. So that's really good. There's a picture here with a lead coming from the digital hub, which I think that's what they call the digital hub. I wondered what that lead was because I thought that was the temperature lead that goes into the stone to record the temperatures, but it's not. After a bit of looking around on this page, that lead there is for the meat. And so what you do is it's like a meat prod thing. That silver lead has got a metal bit on the end and it's going into the meat that's cooking on the griddle. So you can monitor the temperature of the heat to make sure it's cooked. I really love that because sometimes when I'm cooking chicken, it's nice to know that it's that safe cooked spot. So to have that on your app, I mean, I really like that. I think that's an amazing accessory to have. Everything in one place. You don't have to buy extra things to prod your meat to check the temperature. It's all done in the same place. So I think that's perfect. That's just what I would want in my oven. It looks very well designed, well thought out. They've considered how the meat is going to be monitored, got that lead in, got that nice big digital hub at the front, very easy to read. It's not a little small thing compared to the Crew 16s, which is a very small LCD screen. This is a huge improvement on that. It looks sturdier as well. The fact that it connects with an app, a Bluetooth app, just makes it so much more versatile as well. So that's another nice thing I like about this. Very interesting developments going on here with these ovens. And the dual zone cooking area looks very nice. From the photo here, I can see that they curve at the back. So if we compare this to the Koda 16's stone, which is difficult to clean with flames because of the shape of it, Ooni must have listened here to the feedback on that, because these look easier to turn over back to front, back to the front. I don't know if they can be because I haven't got the full picture, but they look as if they will fit in if you turn them round. The only slight thing there is the curve on the back. I still think it would be easier to clean these than it is to clean the Koda 16 stone already, so that's good. And also having two smaller stones is so much easier to manage than one big stone weight-wise, carrying them around. Or if you accidentally smash one, at least you can replace the other side, not the whole stone, which is less expense, hopefully. The glass cover on the top, it doesn't look as if it blocks the sight of your pizza at all. You have the visibility of your pizza cooking underneath the glass or through the glass, which is great, just what you need. Really looking forward to seeing how that pizza cooks with the glass. With the two side burners, that I think will be the best part of this oven. So looking at my piece of paper here, they've increased the technology from the Koda 16. Koda 16 has got beautiful wispy flames on two sides, at the front and the back. This has Ooni G2 gas technology. The most advanced gas system yet, features a unique tapered flame for even heat across each zone. The pictures here are showing a very beautiful wispy flame. I love my wispy flames. Check out my Ooni Crew 12G review video I put up last week, because I do like that replication of the wood flame as much as possible, only because when it's very wispy, it does give a better crust cook. It reaches the full crust rather than the top and the toppings. So that's really important to have this beautiful tapered and wispy flame. The other thing I really like about it as well is the fact that the flames are on the side of the oven and not the back. And the reason why I love flames on sides of ovens, which is why I really love the Koda 16, is because if you're monitoring your pizza cooking, if you've got flame at the back of the oven, you've got to monitor the flame at the back of the oven and you can't really see it like the Koda 12s. And the Koda 16 has that as well. So with the flames just on both sides, you don't have a blind spot on the crust. You can see each side cooking in the oven. And I think that's an added bonus for checking your pizza, making sure it's not burning. I love that. I think visibility, clear sight of your crust cooking is really important when you're getting your crusts cooked perfectly. Very, very practical. I just got to get a few more pictures up here. Got one here of the Koda 2 Max on a table, on the Ooni table. I don't own one of those. I think you can judge by the size of the table and the peel what the size of this oven is going to be, that they are marketing it to possibly families cooking or party cooking, where you can put more than one pizza on at a time. So that's going to add increased cooking efficiency. And also thinking about it, because it's an outdoor oven as well, the glass will reduce the breeze hitting the flames as well inside, so you will get a more even cook, especially where I live. It's like stormy all the time. That's really invaluable. The dials look very similar to the Koda 16s, which is great because they work really well. My kitchen setup, the dials being on the right side is a better side for me, so I'm glad they've kept them on the right side. And having two different dials for the two stones, it's really efficient, because if you think with the Koda 16, you're using one dial to heat up all of the stone. Whereas with this now, you've got dual zone cooking, independent. That means that you're not wasting heat on one side if you don't want it. So you can just turn on one side of the oven if you're not using the other side. Assume That's what that is. So you have a more efficient cooking experience and possibly use up less gas. That's an untested statement because I haven't used this oven and I don't know if you would still need to put both of the burners on to heat up the oven or whether just one would be enough. So these are the questions I've got for when this oven is available. Do you need both the dials on to heat up the oven, or can you just heat up on one side? You would put both flames on if you're cooking your 20-inch pizza. That would make sense. So if you're inside and you're preparing your pizza, everything is going to be on your phone and it'll tell you everything's ready, just go outside now and put it in. That's what I'm hoping it will do. This is a big oven. It's the biggest oven they've made. It's got a 24-inch stone. The stones can be carried separately, so they're not that heavy, which is great. So what's not available right now is the weight of this oven. How heavy is the oven compared to the Volt or the Koda 16 or the Crew 16? Is it the same weight as the Crew 16? Because the Crew 16 for me is quite heavy and I don't really want these portable pizza ovens to get heavier and heavier and heavier and more costly and more costly. I think with these portable ovens, there's got to be a limit to the weight. So it'll be interesting to see how heavy this one is. There's a picture here with the top taken off. Now I'm assuming, the first thing I thought was, oh my gosh, maybe the top comes off to help you carry it, to make it lighter. But then I thought, no, that's just an illustration of how the oven is set up. That must be what that is. But I did think wow, that would be cool though, wouldn't it? If you could do that so it's lighter to carry if it is heavy to carry. So that's probably not what it's for. It's just an illustration, but my mind was going everywhere on that. Names. So there's one really important thing about this oven that made me think about what's coming up in the Ooni Koda range this year and maybe next year, I don't know. These are all assumptions, I'm guessing. But if this is called the Koda 2 Max, does that mean there's going to be a Koda Max? And does that mean that the Koda Max could be the Koda 12 reinvented like this? And could the Koda 1 Max be the Koda 16 reinvented like something like this? Smaller versions of this. Will they be having a Koda Max, a Koda 1 Max, and this Koda 2 Max? Have they released the biggest one first? So that's my question. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. If you think that could be what's going on, I hope so. I really would love to see an upgraded version of the Koda 12. I think that if they upgrade the gas in the same way as this Koda 2 Max, we are looking at a pretty amazing setup and an affordable one, because I looked at the price of this and it's £799. Am I going to buy this? I don't know. So I bought the Volt, I got the Ninja, so I have to save up from my YouTube money to get these ovens. So am I going to buy the Koda 2 Max? I don't know. I haven't got that long to get that together. So I might have to wait until I can get that oven. Or if my theories, which they are right, and they bring out a Koda Max or a Koda 1 Max that might be a bit cheaper, might get that first if they release that. I don't know. It's difficult to say because I don't know what's coming around the corner. I'm second guessing what other oven is going to come up that possibly might be more affordable for me. But I really do want to try out the Koda 2 Max. I really want to get the Koda 2 Max. I just need to be realistic as to what I can afford on this channel. I'm very excited about these new Koda Max range of ovens, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else comes out from the Koda Max ranges, seeing what other people do with the oven and hearing what their thoughts are and whether they would be thinking of buying it and why. Would you be upgrading your Koda 16 for this oven or not? Is it too big? Will it be too heavy? So many things to think about, and hopefully eventually I will be able to get one. So I hope you found this useful. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think they've got the Koda 1 and the Koda Max coming out to replace the 12 and 16? Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.